Good morning, everyone. This is a continuation in regard to the second grand jury of Fayette County, which was seated on August the 24th, 2022 by order of court dated June 29th, 2022. As an ongoing battle against violent crime in the Uniontown area of Fayette County, Pennsylvania, resulting in an investigation still ongoing for the last over 15 months, the impaneled members approved two presentments, presentment number 6 and presentment number 7. Presentment number 6 is in regard to Blake Dennis, and presentment number 7 is in regard to Terrell Jones. In regard to the incident addressed in presentment number 6 concerning Blake Dennis, the incident occurred as follows. On September the 14th, 2022, Jenna Leonard, who had been friends with a known individual, number 1, for 4 to 5 years, arrived at a residence at Carlisle Street in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, to see known person number 1. At that time, these two individuals are like sisters. Jenna Leonard and known person number 1 did not have any cocaine that day on their persons or anywhere else. As a result, Jenna Leonard wanted to obtain cocaine, and as a result, that day they first went to Buyers Market, both Jenna Leonard and the known person number 1, to get hoagies for other people. While they were there, Jenna Leonard made a phone call to an individual trying to seek and obtain cocaine. That person told her to call Blake Dennis. At that time, after picking up the hoagies, Jenna Leonard called Blake and was told to meet him at a residence down near Uniontown High School. At that time, then, known person number 1 and Jenna Leonard proceeded to 2 East Street, Uniontown, Fayette County, Pennsylvania, to purchase cocaine. Blake, at that time then, when they arrived there, Blake Dennis came out of the house on East Street in Uniontown. Known person number 1 remained in the vehicle that she was driving. Jenna Leonard then went up to Blake Dennis and paid Blake Dennis approximately $40 for the cocaine. She received a packet which was made of white paper, like a cashier receipt piece of paper with the cocaine in it. Jenna Leonard then brought the cocaine wrapped in the paper back to the car and showed known person number 1 the packet. They then proceeded to a residence on Horton Street in the city of Uniontown and went inside. At that time, they proceeded to split the cocaine up between the two of them by Jenna Leonard breaking down the cocaine into 2 lines for each of the individuals. At that time then, again, known person number 1 and Jenna Leonard then snorted the cocaine. Immediately thereafter, known person number 1 lit up a cigarette, felt dizzy, and passed out. The next thing she remembers was waking up in the ambulance. At that time when that happened, Uniontown police were notified by another member in the residence, and Lieutenant Thomas E. Kolinsick responded to Horton Street, Uniontown, for a report of an EMS assist. There were 2 individuals that were unconscious females, and then upon arrival, the officers assisted EMS with Alea Ford, E-L-A-Y-A, and Jana, J-A-Y-N-A Foster. I'm sorry, Jenna Foster, J-E-N-N-A. Both of those individuals were unconscious. After EMS efforts, Ford responded and was breathing on her own and alert. She had been revived by Narcan and had been Narcaned at least twice. Foster was then transported to WVU Medicine and was determined to be, had passed away. After that, the blood was sent to NMS Labs report that was obtained from Leonard. The report showed that there was cocaine degradation product in Leonard's level of 1,200. 1,200 can be lethal at levels of 700. Additionally, contained in the cocaine was fentanyl, level 57, which is lethal at levels, strike that, Also present was cocaine level 57, which can be lethal at levels of 47. The cocaine degradation product, I'll be very blunt, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's spelled benzoylecgonine, benzoylecgonine. Additionally, fentanyl level 19 was found in her blood and can be lethal at levels of 3. According to the autopsy report by Jennifer L. Hammers, forensic pathologist, and Dr. Cyril Wecht, the autopsy indicated the death of the 26-year-old female Jenna Leonard was a result of acute intoxication due to combined effects of cocaine and fentanyl. Blake Dennis has been charged with drug delivery resulting in death of the victim, Jenna Leonard, involuntary manslaughter in regard to the victim, Jenna Leonard, attempt to commit drug delivery resulting in death on Elia Ford, attempt to commit involuntary manslaughter in Elia Ford, the victim, and delivery of controlled substance of 2 counts, possession of a controlled substance, and use and possession of drug paraphernalia. The individual, Blake Dennis, was supposed to report last week in regard to another charge and has not appeared. As a result of that, then he is a fugitive at the present time, and this is a photograph of Mr. Dennis. And I have photographs that I can give to you of Blake Dennis. We're asking if anyone knows his whereabouts to contact the Pennsylvania State Police at 724-439-7111 or the Uniontown City Police by calling 911. Additionally, in regard to presentment number 7, last year on June the 23rd, 2023, Uniontown City Police were dispatched to a report of multiple gunshots fired in the area of 237 North Gallatin Avenue, Fayette County, Uniontown, Fayette County, Pennsylvania. At that location, there is a bar that is named McPatton's, McPatton''S. Upon arrival, the officers located a white female identified as Samantha Harden, suffering from a gunshot wound to the head outside of McPatton's pub. Harden was transported to the Uniontown Hospital, where she was pronounced dead, with the cause of death listed as homicide. On June 23rd, 2022, known person number 1 in that case stated that there was an altercation inside of McPatton's between Anthony Scant Jones and Terrell Jones. Known person number 1 related that she observed Terrell Jones depart the bar in a white sedan. That altercation inside, or the argument, is very clearly displayed on a video, and the one individual, the lady that we talked with, actually had to step in between the 2 individuals to try and stop it. Terrell Jones then left the bar, walked outside, and proceeded to get into a white Mercedes and drove the car away, turning onto North Gallatin Avenue, turning right toward the city of Uniontown, and immediately at the corner of Kerr Street and North Gallatin Avenue, you can see McPatton's. He turned left on that and proceeded to stop on Kerr Street under a light that had been was not working, street light. And I'll get to that in a minute. Known person number 1 related that she observed Terrell Jones depart the bar in that white vehicle. Then on June 23rd, 2022, known person number 2, who stated that she was texting the victim, Samantha Harden, just prior to when the shooting occurred. Known person number 2 stated that Harden had texted her about an altercation involving Terrell Jones and Anthony Scant Jones that occurred at McPatton's. Surveillance video from McPatton's Pub shows a verbal altercation taking place between Anthony Scant Jones and Terrell Jones. Terrell Jones can be seen wearing a white t-shirt and jeans in the video. After the altercation, as I've said, he was seen getting into the driver's seat of a white Mercedes and departing McPatton's Pub, leaving the scene in that white Mercedes sedan, and traveled on East Kerr Street approximately 10 minutes before the shooting. Also viewed in that surveillance video was the shooting taking place and the victim being struck by gunfire. After the victim is struck, a laser is visible in the video and is directed toward Anthony Scant Jones. On June 23, 2022, Pennsylvania State Police Forensic Service Units had located 6 10mm shell casings on East Kerr Street that matched what the victim was shot with. On June 24, 2022, known person number 3 related that she purchased a Glock 20 SF 10mm handgun that was stolen prior to the shooting by Terrell Jones. Known person number 3 stated that the firearm was also equipped with a laser sight attachment. On June 29th, known person number 4 stated that on the night of the shooting, they observed a white Mercedes-Benz parked in front of their residence on East Kerr Street. A black male wearing a white t-shirt and jeans exited the vehicle from the driver's side and walked down East Kerr Street toward North Gallatin Avenue. At that time, known person number 4 stated that they then heard several gunshots and the same black male ran back to up East Kerr Street, getting into the driver's seat of the white vehicle and fleeing East Kerr Street towards Bailey Avenue. On July 21, 2022, known person number 5, who related that she had a conversation with Terrell Jones while they were both incarcerated at the Fayette County Jail. Terrell Jones informed known person number 5 that Scant used Samantha Harden as a body shield and it was meant for Scant. Jones related he is having dreams and cannot sleep. At that time when he spoke with the known person number 5. Then on September the 19th, 2022, known person number 6 related that on the night of June 23, 2022, Terrell Jones told them it was a bad night and someone got hit. Known person number 6 asked Terrell Jones if it was about that bitch at McPatton's Pub, and Terrell Jones related yes. Known person number 6 then heard later on a conversation between Terrell Jones and Brandon Mitchell, where Terrell Jones stated that I didn't mean to clap that bitch, she stepped out. When asked to elaborate by the police investigating, known person number 6 related that clap that bitch means to shoot and kill someone. Known person number 6 stated that related this statement was about the homicide at McPatton's Pub. Terrell Jones has been charged with the following counts: criminal homicide, the victim being Samantha Jo Hart; attempt to commit criminal homicide on Anthony Jones and Rochelle Bryant, 2 counts; aggravated assault in regard to victims Samantha Jo Harden, Anthony Jones, and Rochelle Bryant. Anthony Jones is Scant. Additionally, Terrell Jones is charged with possession not to possess firearms, 1 count, and simple assault, victims Samantha Jo Harden, Anthony Jones, and Rochelle Bryant, 3 counts. Also, he is charged with recklessly endangering another person, 3 counts, being Samantha Jo Harden, Anthony Jones, and Rochelle Bryant. Additionally, Anthony Jones is in custody at the present time and is now being arraigned. However, this is a picture of Anthony Jones, and Terrell Jones, Terrell Jones is in custody right now and is being arraigned on the charges of homicide. This has been a joint operation between the Pennsylvania State Police and the Uniontown Police. It is a continuance of the investigation that we've been talking about in the last several weeks. As a result, it's an ongoing investigation, and very bluntly, there will be more to come. Does anyone have any questions?
Rich, was the gun legally purchased or?
Yes.
Okay.
The picture of the first gentleman you held up, he's still at large.
Yes. He was supposed to turn himself in last week and be arraigned on other charges, and he did not appear. And we don't know at the present time where he is. That's why if you have any information in regard to that, we're asking you to call the Pennsylvania State Police or 911 or Uniontown City Police. The phone number is
724-430-2929.
Rich, how dangerous is buying this stuff off the street? You don't know what you're getting. I mean, it seems like we're seeing more and more of these ODs whenever people are going thinking they're getting one thing and they're getting something else. Talk a little bit about the danger that comes along with that.
Well, it's extremely dangerous. You're talking about the cocaine and
Yes.
fentanyl, the first case with Blake Dennis. It's very, very dangerous. Right now, I had checked with Fayette EMS to see how many overdoses have been already this year, and it's upwards of 40. It's very dangerous. People don't realize that the problem with fentanyl, once somebody has been taking cocaine or any other type of drug, they don't really care what they're getting. They need that high. They need to get a better high than they had the day before or an hour before. They want to get something which is far better than before. And people just don't pay attention. Any other questions? None? I have copies of the complaints for you and copies of the photographs. Thank you.